believe we're streaming now. What's up everybody? Captain Van Gray here, playing more The Outer Worlds. I know I already streamed today, but you can't go wrong with a double stream. You can never go wrong with a double stream. So, we know Supernova is very, very hard. I'm going to continue doing it, despite everything. Because I think there's definitely a way to do it. Companions will die, and we will have to accept that. But we're gonna try to preserve our companions for now, because we don't want them dying early on, because then it's gonna make the game harder. Not gonna do that. Okay, we will need to find a way to take out enemies, though, despite being weak. Like, we're gonna need to find something better than this pea shooter of a gun. I believe there's a little... Now that's some garb. Now, I still don't think we should willingly run into enemies. I say we should take it slow with enemies. Even though we have like a heavy frickin' machine gun. You should still take its soul off enemies. It's like saying, yeah, we're all powerful, but we still need to hold on our gear and be sure that we're all good. Look at how many enemies are down there. There's no chance we'll be able to handle them all. Do we have anything to give her?
Yeah, huh?
Oh yeah, I forgot you have to give it to her in this way. No, her hammer is better. So I don't need to give her any new gear. At least that's good. Let's try not to get seen while running away. I wish there was like some sort of stealth mechanic where you could take down one guy and no one... No. Because it seems like every single time you take down one guy, even if he doesn't shoot, if you don't... I think if you insta-kill him, maybe? But if you don't, you're screwed. I don't think companions could expose your stealth. That thing I'm probably certain of. But we're gonna try to get in there. We're gonna try to not get spotted. Yeah, see? Now I'm gonna not fall for the bear trap. Okay, you can't disarm them.
Clever.
Okay, thirst is also... We will need a bit in stealth. Yeah, I prefer to have more health. I'm a very healthy person. Yeah. Oh, whoa, okay. Whoa! I don't know what the hell they did to me, but they did something to me. So about staying out of combat. Jesus Christ. Yeah, we're definitely out of our prime there.
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
Heard Marauders got in.
Just between us, Wilson deserted. Lost his nerve. Ran off in the thick of night.
You kidding me? Damn. Always thought he was made of sterner stuff.
I think he was plagued. Guess he didn't want to die in the sick house.
Plague? Ah, shit. I had some of his salt tuna.
You moron.
No, we're gonna have another companion after this. Or should.
Any progress on that matter we discussed?
Got your book. Right here.
Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this... French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn.
What's so important about this book?
I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted.
Why do you think it had secrets so far?
Bakono, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony.
What's a philosopher?
Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the philosophist perversion of Bakonu's thoughts came more than a century after his death.
Such a fair book is a bad example.
The story of my life. Most lay people are not aware of this, but we've not discovered any new insights into the plan for a long, long time. I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. I had the worse idea to share my thoughts with a superior. And that's how I ended up assigned prison duty, where I was fool enough to let an inmate bend my ear with stories of an original Bakonu journal. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew. Certainly. I already gave you most of my money, but I can offer you free spiritual counseling, and I'd be happy to watch your back. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand, if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Fantastic. Let me get my things in order, and I'll catch up with you.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery, and to leave this place behind. I shall see you on the ship, Captain, whenever you're ready to leave Emerald Vale.
Alright.
Don't make me report you to Mr. Thompson.
Oh yeah, because now I'm wearing their garb. And my question is, how are we gonna get in an area that's full of robots? Actually, I know. This big trucking thing we found. We're mostly gonna have to run a stealth gameplay, aren't we? Because the way I see it, that's probably gonna be the only way we're gonna be able to survive. I hate when they're buried in the ground. I swear to God, if I trigger another one. It's a single guy, can't we just take him?
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along. Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those.
We're in for a G. We're in for a G on phone point. Anything about it?
A geo what? Look, plants ain't my purview. You're better off asking after Adelaide. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you.
Where can I find her?
Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind.
You remember of trying to figure out how to repair
Well,
my
look
ship.
at you, buzzing around the aether with your very own ship. Rest of us gotta make do with the ground at our feet. No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
Keep an eye out.
It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
Worry about it, I'll find her.
Appreciate it. Honest. I'll tell you what I can.
Yeah, dude, where's
Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already. Little ways ago. She was always upset.
Let's change the subject.
What is...
I'll leave you to it. Okay. Okay, this one does a lot of damage, so should be our primary.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
Must be Adelaide.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Is this your greenhouse?
No, dear. The garden belongs to us all. Life is the gift of the universe, and the universe yields its bounty equally, absent of prejudice.
Making sure, okay, is this work? Okay, making sure that was working. I'm just making sure things are working, you know, properly. You know, because I don't want, surprised I managed to grow anything out here.
The soil around the Vale went sour years ago, but I found a way to sweeten it back up. The secret recipe is a little bit of elbow grease, a dash of love, and a heaping pile of special fertilizer.
So you're gonna open
A
yourself.
home for anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. A home for those of us with nowhere left to go and nothing to lose. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots.
Where do you leave your own home?
It is an unpleasant story, dear. But the short of it is that sometimes one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has changed. The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so we must move on. And that is as much as I will say on the subject.
Reed sent me to make peace with you.
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
Ah, pas bon. So something about going back to town or... Well, about,
I can't say I blame you. Reed is positively soporific. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
However, you mentioned geothermal plant.
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
You can't pass the power, or I need to repair my ship.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
A hero to you, maybe.
A hero to the people who matter. To us. To the ones who come around. To the ones you save. Reed will never understand. He has been too long inebriated on the wine of corporate culture. All he sees is productivity, output, profits.
Say I help you. What happens to Edgewater?
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
I think Druid's just trying to spite
You
you.
bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it.
What have you got against the town?
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scrap Spacer's choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
Don't matter. I don't like how you're throwing that in her face to get me on your side.
I'm all right. I ain't so fragile.
That was unkind of me. I'm sorry, dear.
Why have people make a living?
It's not much of a living. Every single person in that town has sold themselves to Spacer's Choice. The company owns them. Body, blood, and bones. You've been there. You've seen it. All anyone ever does is toil over a cannery. They give their lives for some heartless corporation, and then they're tossed into a Spacer's Choice brand cemetery.
I guess you have a point.
So, what do you...
No promises. That's a liquor. I got no more water, don't I? That's pills. I need to like get more medkits though. That's the only problem. I mean, we got assault rifles and good weapons, but the problem is good weapons. What we can do with them. Is this gonna be enough to hold off the robots? Okay. We can always save on our ship, which that's always good. But it's bad when we have to fast travel to our ship, which is very far away. Wish I could like do like No Man's Sky and call my ship to the landing pad, or have it towed to the landing pad, or something like that. Then the ship wouldn't be so far.
wanted to poke around in here.
Okay. So what are we gonna do? Probably gonna have to avoid them.
Unexpected.
Just have a better shotgun. I need a worse shotgun.
Oh,
Those are explosives. I'll find a way to get in there.
system alert.
Okay, we got in. No problem. We don't have any health kits, so I'm gonna proceed with caution. Yeah, I say we're gonna need that. Alright, is there any healing?
The control room should be off to the right. I hope we're doing the right thing.
Oh shoot! but provides you choice is yours. Um, Drug addiction. Taking too much drugs turn into addiction. You suffer withdrawal if you don't go too long. Hi, how you doing, Wolf? Uh, okay. We ended Stray today. And apparently had a voice changer on during the entirety of Stray. It was an hour of the stream. Nice.
Where are we headed? Three switches. That'll be easy enough.
If we don't get ripped to shreds. Good. There's gotta be some way to... I believe there's some way to turn off the robots. I don't remember how, though. Not fully. Yes. I'm gonna try to take this the most or the least amount of conflict as possibly can handle. Oh shit. One bullet fired is going to trigger all of them.
System. Security, but... Processing.
Here's another one over there.
Search failed. Suspicious data not found.
Fuck. There's one there.
There's two more. What'll happen to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send power to the Veil?
Be forced to move.
Unexpected. All performance.
Here they come!
You're not real.
Petro, what the fuck? think this was when, yeah,
Okay,
this is
going
when
quiet.
we entered. So my guns do a lot of damage, they just don't.
The con-
Oh, I didn't mean to buy whatever the hell I bought.
storeroom should be off to the right. I hope we're doing the right thing. I'll fix you right up! Woohoo! Nice work!
I think most of those hurt bullets.
Three switches. That'll be easy enough.
Okay, do I have a better weapon? Okay, now we're both using assault rifles. Should make the job a little bit easier.
Hit him with something else! You got him! We made it! Just two more. What'll happen to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send power to the Vale?
Go away, Phantom! You're not real. You're not real. You're not real! You're not real! Get away from me, Phantom! Shoot! Scram!
Okay, now I want to.
Don't you talk down to me, Phantom. At least I know I'm real. See? See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting.
You're not imagining me.
Of course. Do excuse me. I experience brief flashes of mania during which I am visited by the phantoms of my imagination. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder.
How long have you been down here?
Hard to say. By my reckoning, Higgins has been here somewhere between 2 weeks and forever. My recollection's a touch fuzzy these days.
What exactly do you do here?
Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant.
You were an engineer.
I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries, repaired them, maintained, upgraded, did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section. Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons.
What do I do with the mechanics? I made it this far, didn't I?
You know, you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead.
Mechanicals will behave over this someone tampered. Follow this behavior if technological model someone tampered.
Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering. There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you.
Let me just excuse myself. Okay, which one? You're probably gonna need that overwrite. Not sure if I'm gonna need to go all the way upstairs. Also, I have no clue if there's a map either. Oh yeah, there is. Find intruders. Find intruders with sufficient choice info. There. Now they're going to destroy each other, allowing us to get in there and not die.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded. I see you there!
Companion seal, I don't. What's my skills? Where's my engineering? Ah, so increase engineering higher.
Where'd to go? If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the veil?
Oh. Heal, heal, heal. I should have just went in and outside. Because that's a good way to force you save. Wish we can.
The control. Room should be off to the left. I hope we're doing the right thing.
This gun a little bit more effective than than the actual machine gun.
I'm going.
Searching for.
Three switches. That'll be easy enough. happen to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send power to the Vale? Yeah, huh?
No, 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 just leave me alone. You're not real. You're not real. You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot. Scram. You can talk? The Phantom's never talked before. See?
Now imagine me.
Chest. I special. Look. I just. Yeah. There's a. Oh.
Wonder who could tampered with the controls. Who made the mechanicals aggressive. Like, who would do such a thing to an entire plant? Okay, let's see. Can I give her a machine gun? I'll give myself the impact hammer. I already have it.
Mind the steam. You're loud.
One, 2, 3, 4, 15.
Able to get scalded.
God damn it, Petrol.
Sanitation and cleanup required.
This game is hard as hell.
Okay, gone quiet.
Wish I could give her like better armor. On cam.
The control. Room should be off to the. I hope we're doing the right thing.
Her voice is actually distorted by the helmet.
Everyone all right?
Always keep her armor though. What did I just pick up?
Nice work! Three switches. That'll be easy enough.
If we don't die.
Processing.
Okay, we're gonna wait here for a bit before we go on to the next room. So wait Petrov has a bit of time to recover. She's actually one of my favorite characters, though. Not because she's the first character, she's just a favorite. I just don't want killed off immediately. But if it was anyone else,
I'm going.
let's say.
System up. Performing an area sweep now. In nearby unit.
Fuck! She didn't fire a single bullet that entire time. And here's the thing, there is no option to give her ammo, so I feel like she's supposed to probably have infinite ammo. No, let's buy as much as we can.
Control room should be off to the right. Well, hope we're doing the right thing.
Hey, most of that damage. Oh, they beheaded him.
Three switches. That'll be easy enough.
always interact with that, and I'm always looking for disappointment. Helmet.
Don't mess with us!
Good job, Petrov. Nice flank.
Okay. Two more. What'll happen to Miss McDevitt? Sure. Moving. Heading back.
What kind of ammo does this take? It's heavy. We need plenty of heavy ammo to continue moving. give her... Her current armor gives her 11, so I'm not gonna tamper with that.
Get away! Go away, Phantom!
I think it might be safe to
Get away!
put Higgs out of his misery after he gives us the password.
You're not real. You're not real. Get away!
Kinda sucks 'cause you can't jump down here, you have to go from the ladder way.
Go away, Phantom! You're not real. You're not real. You can talk? I specialized in... Look. You know, Yeah, there's... Oh! The tail. Definitely... Forgot...
Sorry, Higgs.
We're pretty good.
Way to put him out of his misery. But he really didn't have anything to defend himself with either. We're gonna try to take out as much biomechanicals as we can, but we're not gonna take them all out.
Patrol mode.
Gotcha.
Stuck up here.
Mind the theme. You're liable to get scalded.
Oh. I have engineering fatigue. Okay, let's continue pushing. Cruising.
One to go. If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the veil? That's the last of them. Got it. In the right one. blast. I'm not sure what the ride is. All I know is the decision's final. Once we do this, there's no going back. Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do?
I wouldn't mind hearing
I
your
don't think you
opinion.
should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished.
The Zorros are a community. We can't just destroy what they built.
Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow, she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred?
He tells me that's what's going to die without workers in power.
That sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way.
I see your point.
Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I just...
Glad
Really?
you did.
I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
The robots out here should also be fighting each other until there's only one droid left. Or on two droids left.
Quiet.
They should be shooting each other, but I'm guessing it was only in the factory. Let's go take their power. At the same time, people of Edgewater can go to their city.
Oh, He used to follow me around before he left the cannery. I think you did the rightest thing you could sending the power back to Edgewater. A lot of people would have suffered otherwise. People I care for, even if they ain't care much for me.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it? You killed my garden, destroyed my community, sentenced my flock to a lifetime of slavery in Edgewater for a power regulator. Well, shit, I wish it was personal. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management. You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This sums kill Reed. Tell him we had a so
Yeah, we already heard all this.
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi, hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
I seen you wandering around here. You don't look like you're coming from town.
Take that as a compliment.
Well, what I meant was you're reasonably well armed and don't look stricken with plague. Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here.
Two-story, I can give you a couple pointers.
I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. You ever heard of the young spacers guy?
Those are good.
I know the old...
One of you, if you wanted.
No kidding! Really?
2-3 sessionally and no
The geothermal plant? I appreciate you. In fact, I put aside something special. On the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me.
Or even if I find that it's...
I've been thinking about going... I get sick thinking about working at the...
So don't work at the car, you want to be engineer.
You know something? I think you're right. The town could use another engineer, and I'm on my way to becoming one. I could do a lot of good in Edgewater. Maybe even keep a garage of my own with a little workbench and my very own toolbox. It's just... Adelaide's never gonna forget.
Leave that one behind, whatever needs you.
Are you sure about this? If we head back to Edgewater on our own, Adelaide won't come with us. She'll stay here and curse us till the end.
Sure you better on. Adelaide will stay here.
I expect we got no choice. Edgewater needs us back, and loath as I am to admit it, we need Edgewater. You okay with this, Grace?
Zoe's still out there. Don't much care to leave her unaccounted.
Hold on. This should be when we exit.
Not a peep from me.
Okay. We can't handle all these droids. There's too many of them. Maybe if 2 of them are combat droids and the other 2 were
System up.
normal.
While beginning
Get ready.
Oh,
They're going back. They'll lay down some serious suppressive fire. The question is, should we let Reed step down? No. Reed deserves to die.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
This is... I wa- You want my flock? Go talk and kill. Tell him how this. We had a so.
I'm gonna try to make Reed leave or kill. Which my third option is murder. We're going to kill Reed. The only option to ever happen is murder. Reed is like a complete asshole, doesn't really deserve to live. Heavy ammo is gonna be rare, isn't it? That's probably why this gun's so good, because it takes only heavy. Of course, I could leave this situation unresolved. Just tick off on the unreliable. I wish there was a way to screw them both, like, to just straight up cut off the power entirely. I'm the captain and unreliable. I'm not going to be reliable. I'm sometimes going to do justice, but I'm also mostly going to do crime. Because I'm captain of the fucking unreliable. You can't rely on me to do good, you can't rely on me to do evil. Alright, piss you off.
This is a fine day. I trust... I expect...
As long as you're here.
Then we are... I am not perfect.
Will Adeline's son die?
Her son got sick with plague a couple years back. Company never gave us... So I had to choose, you see. Adelaide's child...
Alright.
But I must...
I tried.
Incoming! Are you out of your mind? You just killed him.
Told who?
Mr. Thompson. Reed Thompson, you know, my boss. I can't. I need to leave. I need to get away from here. I need to get away from you.
Sorry, Reed was shooting our guys.
You killed Mr. Thompson for talking down his nose at me? You got a real twisted sense of chivalry, you know that? Let's just move on. I couldn't forgive myself if I let you loose upon the Vale unsupervised.
I'm captain of the fucking unreliable. Sorry. Okay.
I think you did the rightest thing you could, sending the power.
Reed Thompson. Now a dead man. She's probably not gonna talk to me after that.
You some sort of freelancer?
Captain of the unreliable, boy. Can't rely on me to do good, can't rely on me to do evil. Just rely on me to do something. They need to not make me captain of the unreliable. Because then it just shows my true colors. But yeah, Captain, I guarantee you that the character of Captain Vanguard probably would have did the exact same thing. Anything that involves murder and people trying to use him like he's some sort of tool, he would definitely kill him. I mean, he would play along with the con, but he wouldn't be used. He would Probably shoot first, ask questions much later.
Look at that.
Breathe sad, come back that
You
way.
have a peculiar comfort with violence. Killing off my garden, gunning down Reed Thompson. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward. You're telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater? Stranger, you are some kind of twisted. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my...
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I actually didn't mean to do that. There was kill the deserters too. Let's kill everybody. I didn't mean to fire my gun. I actually didn't mean to. That was funny though. Yeah, Captain Unreliable is truly still unreliable. You can't count on me hurting. You can't count on me helping. You can't even count on me actually doing what I'm intending to do. I actually just straight up shot her. Which no doubt was funny. Come on, we gotta admit that.
I can't do that.
What do you mean you can't do that? But that's interesting. It did tell us a little bit of something. If you do too much of a twisted actions, your companions can leave you. At least the ones that don't approve it. I didn't actually think that would be a thing. Apparently that's a thing. Now we know about it. That could have stopped me though. Cause I'm Captain Unreliable, baby. I didn't make a mistake of putting me in charge. I stay true to my ship. My character is sick and twisted.
Look at that. You have some... Yep.
I have a sick and twisted. Alright. Captain Unreliable is still truly unreliable.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so... Oh, gosh. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater.
I'm saying, no, I want to go back. I don't seem to have you.
Oh, it's kind of you to say. I want to ask you something. And if you ever need a...
Why do you have a pick captain?
Yes! I'm Captain.
Welcome aboard, the Unreliable.
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room.
That was a good thing you did, Captain. Helping to bring the deserters and Edgewater folks.
Yeah, but you didn't agree with my methods at first.
Be right there. Coming. Heading out. Yep, be right over.
Let's reboot the ship.
Captain, I have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local community.
Alright, let's go put the battery in.
What can I do for you, Captain?
And
All
stop the power
systems are
rudder.
operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the Unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Let's get out of here. The Unreliable takes flight. Against all odds, the Unreliable takes flight.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Good. Waiting to hear from him.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the Unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
Also, I can slow down time.
Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay. Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
Pretty good use, thanks.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Yeah, so this is my hidey spot now. I was looking for a place that was quiet. I figured the kitchen would be louder than the hold, so here I am. Cozy-like, ain't it?
What do you think of the ship?
That's in pretty good shape considering how hard Mr. Hawthorne ran it. It's a Yakita LHA 120, A2 model, I'm pretty sure. The Block 2 design scooshed in extra cargo space, but didn't change the stock engines. Probably a touch underpowered, huh?
Accurate in all particulars. I conclude you are Edgewater's board-certified mechanic.
It's a civic fear. It's not intelligent, but it does a good intimidation.
So you're gonna call her it, not she?
Though my voice is currently pitched to suggest female, I possess no gender. Any pronoun preferred by the user is acceptable.
Hello! I am not a board-certified mechanic, but my dad was. He taught me all he knew. Do you understand?
Speech recognition is one of the many skills I have been programmed to simulate.
You're not simulating it, you're doing it! I asked a question and you answered it.
I am gratified you consider this facsimile convincing.
What do you think, Patrol?
I don't see any holes in the hull. I'll take a good squint at her, make sure everything's tip-top. But I think we're cooking with plasma torches. You can do that, you know. My dad taught me how to make grilled cheese sandwiches with a plasma torch.
So I can talk to Red.
Mostly, yeah. I lived in the maintenance office near all of my life. Mr. Thompson never let me forget how funny that was.
Seem to have it in for you.
I'm not exactly a model employee. Not like he wanted. The kind that stays quiet and gets the right work done in the right order every day. It's not normal for anyone to do as their parents. You take a vocational test. That decides your schooling and your career. When I tested out for maintenance, everyone figured it was on account of my dad. They were real unhappy with us.
But you're actually good at this and enjoy it.
Well, I'm good at making things work the way they ought. Not so much at doing such to somebody else's schedule. There's times I'm working deep in the guts of a loader, getting it all running perfect. Then I look up to see it's tomorrow and I've blown another deadline. Anyhow, I was happy to get back home. I didn't care much for schooling.
Over school, you want to go back to Edgewater?
Yep, nothing much had changed. Everything was a little grayer, a little dirtier. Dad met me at the shuttle and gave me a big ol' hug. I noticed straight away that he was moving slower and stiffer. He made a little grunt when I squeezed.
Yeah, did you get him a child when I skipped
About a year. I tried to do more of the work so he could rest. His heart gave him pains. Dad never said that he loved me, you know? I knew on account of him showing it. How he'd stay up late to help with my projects or listen to my fretting. Oh gosh. Look at the time. Sorry to bend your ear so long. And I got...
Break time's over. Alright, I'll be right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please do leave a like, leave a comment, and we'll be sure to see you all next time. Peace out, everybody. Goodbye.